that got into the side of that 52. And up and over he went. But just before we saw that, it looked as though Mason Mitchell in the 6 was slow on the racetrack, maybe saw the 52 sliding.
You see the 52 is around sideways. He tried to exit the corner high coming off turn number 2. Lost a little bit of rear grip, got sideways, and here's the contact with the 16 of Matt Lofton.
Chad Hockenbraugh trying to stay out of that inside wall, and then a little contact late with Matt Lofton in the 16, tears the left rear quarter panel off.
You see Chad, he just wiggled a little bit, then got his right sides up where nobody had gone. And it was just the impact from Matt Lofton's car that turned that car over.
And that was right in the driver's side door, so great to see Chad Boat climb out of that car and walk away, as we also were able to take a look at Matt Lofton. Incredible at the speeds that these cars are traveling. Chad Boat, Matt Lofton both able to walk away from their cars and to the ambulance, where they will head to the infield care center, get checked out.
C gets off to a good start, and now they're 4 wide going into 1.
That's an
and around goes a 7, hard into the outside wall.
Buddy, hang on, hang on.
On the apron, the 21 of Anthony Alfredo was into the wall hard. He's upside down, sliding through 1 and 2. Looks like the 18 back there of Riley Herbst also involved. AMR safety crew will get to Anthony Alfredo quickly here. This will bring out a red flag as they will work to get Anthony out of the car.
But 2 or 3 rows back, that 7 of Justin Allgaier gets a big run, goes to the apron. Next thing we know, we're 4 wide on the apron, Jeff.
Yeah, everybody's got to go. Everybody has tires trying to get in track position. And Allgaier was just on the apron, entered the corner on the apron, and ended up getting up into the side of the 21.
Yeah, he ran out of, I mean, at some point, you have to make the corner. The corner has the banking. There were so many cars above him, he couldn't get up on the banking. It looked like he lost control. Take another look at it. Focus on that bright red or orange number 7 back here. That's kind of where the whole thing starts.
And normally you think you're going to get down here, you're going to slide up into the racetrack, but he just never had a chance to. Allgaier just kind of, I think, needed to give that spot up, get out of the throttle, but knowing there's a race win, if you can make it work, maybe ahead of you, just chose to stay in the gas.
And look at this car. It gets up on its side. It's sliding. You know, these cars have roof flaps that design them to stay on the ground when you see a high speed rollover at, say, a restrictor plate track. But here, that wasn't really an aerodynamic thing. The cars aren't going at top speed on this restart. That's just the force of this car hitting that outside wall, throws it up into the air, and then, Jeff, as we saw, it slides to a stop on its roof.
Yeah, there was another car involved.
And over.
And there we go. That's a good sign. Zane Smith out of the car, communicating with the AMR safety team. And here's how it went down.
We're under red flag because of this wreck. 42. John Hunter Nemechek just drives into the left rear quarter panel with Zane. Zane climbs the wall, gets on the left side, and just rim rides it all the way around. Not sure I've ever seen that before, Steve.
This will be wild.
Things happen so quickly when they first happen, but this takes forever when you're in that car. This part.
Licky out of line. Oh, and that's going to burn up a valuable set of tires.
Still green. Just hold the brake.
Finally we get the caution, and upside down is Carson Quapple. Oh. Barrel rolling down the back straightaway.
Oh, my goodness. How in the world?
See, is that Allgaier to his outside? You see William Byron to his inside right here. Oh, he just got a little loose. Oh, it's just the contact with the outside wall, and then Retzloff hit him in the rear, and man, you just don't see that very often at a track of this size, but get a little bit of air under the car, and then you're just along for the ride as those tires start to bite. That's what creates the roll.
And you see all the flaps that deploy there to try and keep that car on the ground, but when he gets hit by Retzloff there at that angle, the air gets underneath and sort of,
isn't able to, the flaps are not able to help, right? Once that air gets underneath, that's a 3,400-pound car that just suddenly flips up, into the air and it looks almost weightless in some respects.